Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Ken Zelazny, Chief Operating Officer here at Action Coach in Las Vegas, Nevada in the United States of America. I'm honored to be with Selda today from Turkey. I'm just going to turn it over to her just to let her introduce herself, and then we'll get into some of these questions. Selda, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, first Ken, and thank you very much to giving this opportunity to me to share my experiences with the community. I'm from Turkey, from Istanbul. Let me give short introduction about Turkey. It is positioned transcontinental part of the world between the southeastern Europe and also Western Asia. And we have the 84 million population. And I am from the Istanbul. Istanbul is the biggest city of the Turkey. And after the pandemic, we have a lot of incidents in Turkey now. And we are under the lockdown again. And I think we are the second country in terms of the incident numbers in the world now. And then I come myself, I'm electronic engineer. And I worked in the corporate life for 30 years. After the 30 years corporate life, I joined the Action Coach, and we worked together in March 2018 in Las Vegas and for the training. And now I have been coaching for the 3 years, and now I'm Diamond Coach since the beginning of this year, and that's all from my side.
Excellent, thanks. Yeah, I don't know if you're number two because my country, Canada, I'm in here in Las Vegas, but up in Canada, it's starting to shut down, or it has shut down again for another 28 days. So we're rising to your numbers for whatever reason up there. But anyhow, okay, well let's get started. It's always great to get a great perspective from different parts of the world, of course. And you're a Diamond Coach, and that's just amazing. So we want to impart and share some of your great golden nuggets, we call them, that our listenership here can get some information on. So, all right. So what's your number one marketing strategy that you're doing there in Turkey? Be really interesting to hear how you're attracting clients.
Yeah. After the pandemic, especially, I'm using digital marketing strategy. But it includes 365 degree of the digital marketing, including email marketing, and posting through the LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and also some website improvement, including the SEO investment, and as well as some paid ads. And I can say that after the pandemic, especially, I focused on the content marketing first. And it helps me to position myself and to be aware of to have the awareness of the prospects. And the important thing that I have experienced is the consistency. And what I'm doing, that a very consistent digital plan and posting every day some valuable things through the social media. And once video a week consistently, and it gives me some prospects through the digital marketing channels. And I'm doing twice 6-step webinars in a month. Okay. And the main source of the prospects coming from the digital marketing, as well as the paid ad as well.
What kind of numbers are you getting from the digital marketing, as far as, like, if we were to just take a look at a snapshot of a month, what would be an estimate of how many leads come in from your digital marketing?
It depends on the time because of the pandemic, but I can say that I have seen 35 people in a webinar as well. Wow. And also the average number is 15.
Okay.
Uh,
It's fantastic. That's great. So
yeah,
now that you've attracted your clients or your prospects to come into Action Coach, what's your number one sales closing strategy to get them signed up?
yeah, I can say it is the 13 steps of the sales process and follow the system.
Brad will be happy to hear that.
Yes, and follow the system because I experienced that whenever I try to shorten the process, I fail. That's why it is the unique strategy for me. Follow the system.
Follow the system. Well, that's great to hear because it's not the CELDA 8-point or eight step system. It's the Action Coach 13 step system. That's what we teach in training, and boy, oh boy, it go figure, it works. Isn't that interesting? Great. Hey, so what so now that you've got your clients, what's your number one client strategy for client retention? What do you do to keep your clients? Because it's easier to keep a client than find a new one.
Yeah. There are 3 points are very important for me. The first one, the positioning of the customers at the beginning. And I position the customers, it is a long-term journey and we will go together. And when we have the agreement deadline, I put a new challenge for them. And it means make this journey continuously. It is the first one. The second one is the results. It includes the tangible results as well as the intangible results always. And when I show what they get and what they result to have, it is also makes me to retain them long term. And again, the other thing, the third one is the relationship, especially after the pandemic. There are a lot of things that impact the business owners emotionally. And there are some economic unstable conditions, and there are some also pandemic social impacts. That's why to understand the customers' emotions, very important for me to keep them as a customers.
Excellent. So it's good to see you're using our R squared equals R infinity,
Yeah.
meaning results times relationship equals retention infinity, so to speak. That's great. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so I know you've got a lot of clients out there. This is always a tough question for some people. Maybe it isn't for you. But what's the biggest impact that you have made on a client? I know you've had a lot of clients, but what do you think is the one that really stands out in your mind that was the biggest impact that you've helped that client make?
Yeah, now I have a client, a business owner. I have been coaching him for 3 years. And when he came me, he said that he was very uncomfortable with his business and he didn't sleep well, very uncomfortable. And he felt himself as an ordinary staff in his business. And what we did it in the first year, we structured a KPI measurement system and financial system for him. And after a year, he said that it is okay. And I'm sleeping very well. And it is the unique success for me. And I'm very comfortable. And I feel myself as a boss. It is the first success that I heard him. It is intangible, but it was very important for him. And after a year, he also succeeded to increase his revenue by this 75% each year in terms of the pandemic.
Wow.
And I think it is a combination of the intangible results and as well as the tangible continuous results. Also, we invested digital channels as a additional revenue stream, and we invest in the e-commerce during the pandemic because of the pandemic conditions. Everyone in the digital channels and the e-commerce also is a good asset and additional revenue stream for him.
Awesome. Wow. Excellent. That's fantastic. So You share the same affliction as me, electronic engineering. So where do you think you'd gravitate and teach the most in when you get into coaching a client? Because we all come from different backgrounds, of course, and I just want to hear our listenership see where do you find yourself kind of moving towards all the time?
Because of my corporate life experience, I worked in the strategy development, strategic planning areas, and also digital transformation projects and new business development area in both the local companies and the global companies like a Vodafone. And because of these strengths, I usually teach them to test and measure and also implement some systems to control their business. And the planning also is very important to manage self-discipline as well as the discipline of the company. And this structure also they can implement everywhere, like sales, marketing, team management, and financial for themselves as well.
Excellent. Oh, that's great. So you're in the top 100. What's your next steps? What's that 5-year plan look like, Zelda?
Yeah, first, as I said that I have been coaching for the 3 years and I have a road map to go away. And first thing is leverage. I know that I can leverage my business more in terms of the time and money. Now I'm focusing on how I can leverage my business.
Excellent. So does that sound like a firm is what I'm hearing?
Maybe not for the next year, but maybe after the next year I can concentrate on how I can build a firm in Turkey.
Excellent. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Turkey is. I know you guys have been through so much. You've been struggling with lots of challenges that have been keep coming up, and it's great to hear that you're working through all this, and it gives hope for a lot of people out there in markets that aren't having those kind of issues. So thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy lady. I'm going to sign off, and I just want to say thank you for this interview. I think you've thrown out some great nuggets there for our listenership and our community, and I think they'll get some neat stuff about what happens in Turkey.
Thank you very much.
Great. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ken Zelazny, Chief Operating Officer here at Action Coach. Top 100 call with Zelda from Turkey. Thanks, and we'll see you next week. This will be Nick Clark will be taking over my top 100 calls and moving forward. So look forward to Nick Clark continuing this process for us. It'll be on the dashboard. It'll be on Video Hub. It'll be on Facebook, and you'll see it in our weekly marketing newsletter with Brad's announcements. Thank you, and take care.
Bye-bye.